Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of Business Behind the Scene. Today we are sharing with you an amazing training. It's a 30-minute training. You gotta listen to this. This is how Sharon got her business from literally 4,000 a month to 8,000 a month, and that's using the help of a virtual assistant. We found an amazing, outstanding virtual assistant that helped her in the business. And here in this training, we explain to you how did they do that together, what strategy they use, what task does the virtual assistant do, how trained was she when she started with her, and how they truly double the business in just, wait for it, 2 months. We're not talking about 2 years, we're talking about 2 months. Started with a virtual assistant 2 months ago, and now she can't live without her. So I want to share this with you guys. You're going to absolutely love it and find it so valuable. And if you listen to this and you go, holy guacamole, I need a virtual assistant, then let's go. Reach out to us and let us find you a dream team member that you would never want to let go of. Let's go. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I have to say, I've been having the time of my life in my business. I've been going to networking events. I've been doing things like back into the momentum, like the old times. And I have been literally feeling the momentum inside of my bones. And if you are in business and you're not putting yourself out there, just make sure that you start doing it because it feels great. Meet people in real life and things like that. But we are also here today because I wanted to, I'm in love with what we're creating here for our clients. You guys know that we've been in business now for 8 years and we have helped over 450 clients grow their businesses. And in the last few years, we've been also helping them find and train virtual assistants for them so that they can stop working in the business and working on the business and come up with strategies and things to develop a business that they deserve. So today I have an amazing, incredible client that has been literally killing it already before getting a virtual assistant. And then from the moment they get a virtual assistant, they were able to double it. And this is one of the things that I say to every business owner is like, when is the time to get a virtual assistant? Is as soon as you have your first $4,000 to $6,000 a month, boom, let's go. Virtual assistant should be on board so you can help you double and double and double. And this is what Sharon exactly did. So everybody help me welcome Sharon Vades.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're so welcome. So Sharon, oh my goodness, what's been happening with your virtual assistant? How long have you been working with her? And where it all came about? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I've had my virtual assistant for just over 2 months. And Francesca, I know we talked about virtual assistants last year and I was like, no, I'm not ready. No, I don't need a virtual assistant. I can do this myself. This is all good. I know how to do all of this stuff. And I know you challenged me this year and I was starting to get a little bit tired and burnt out with trying to run everything and spending all the days in the business and then all of the nights on the social media and all of that background kind of stuff, that I started to become like I started to do less clients because I was really tired through the day. And you challenged me and said, come on, let's go. And I was like, okay, I've got to do this. And I was like going, oh, I'm so nervous. Anyway, I just jumped off the cliff because, I love doing that a lot, and got my VA, and it's just been phenomenal in that time. So can I talk about increases?
Absolutely. You can talk about anything you want, but I wanted to pause here for 1 second for everybody that is listening to this, right? So you said that your business, obviously you had a strategy because you joined the academy and we taught you a strategy, which is organic marketing, right? We showed you how to go from being invisible to being invincible. So you had people, you have momentum, but the strategy organic is very time consuming. So you can probably handle it for about I would suggest 6 months to 8 months max. After that,
Max.
you really
Yeah.
need to get someone to help you, because if not, you're going to burn out. And this is exactly where you were, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. So then from there, so you've joined the academy, you've learned how to get your business, to a point that is making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. So you had momentum, and then you started to go back down, right? Because you were tired. So you started to say no to clients because you're like, I'm avoiding it. And this is what a lot of business owners do, right? They rather say no to business than invest into a virtual assistant that can help you. Because what? Because it's another risk, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then what happened?
But do you know, when I let all of that go, it actually made more time and space for me, and clients came.
Yeah.
Even in that first month, where it was, you're doing a lot of training and you're doing a lot of work with your VA, it was like I offloaded so much to her in that first month. It just opened up that space for me to be able to work with clients. So I went from thinking I was going to struggle being able to pay the VA. I have a little bit of a backup system there because I have like a slightly existing business in another area of what I do. But the part that I really want to grow, I thought, could this really work? And in that first month, I more than doubled my client base in that first month, because I had a strategy. So we the VA and I set a strategy. We did a 6 week marketing strategy. We set topics. We got really organized. So where I was being a little bit, bloody hell, what am I going to post today? And it was a bit all over the place, right? We now have a set strategy. So every week we have a topic. We just talk about that topic. I do a 15-minute presentation on my Facebook group every week for 15 minutes, and my VA creates a full week of content out of that.
That's exactly what we teach in the academy. So you're following the Airtable that we gave you as well?
Airtable is like my precious friend that I live by. We both live by it now.
Yeah.
And my calendar, because I know you challenged me with the calendar, I'm now using my calendar very effectively. And the reason for that is my VA can now book me clients. I don't even need to speak to anybody.
Wait, what? Okay, yes. So if everybody watching this and you're feeling like, okay, this is a dream, just say dream in the chat. I want to see how many of you are seeing like how crazy is that. But before we get there, because that's amazing, we want to go take a step back, because this is a thing that we find and train virtual assistants for our clients, right? So you can come to us, even if you haven't done the academy, you can say, okay, Francesca, I've heard about your virtual assistant, find me one. We can do that for you. And then we're going to also supervise the virtual assistants, and we're going to talk about that in a second as well. But what we wanted to also remind everybody is, like Sharon just said, in the first month, I had to train my virtual assistant. So some people might be confused and going, wait, didn't you say that Francesca trained them already? So why do I have to train them again? I mean, if anybody's been to school or university, when you then go and work in a business, you need to understand their systems, their strategies, their things to do things slightly. For example, we have a strategy on how to do marketing, organic marketing, but then you and your virtual assistant created your own strategy within the strategy that we gave you, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So it's really important that business owners understand that even if you get a virtual assistant that is got the right attitude, that's what we pride on, and they've got the systems, they've got the procedure, they know how to do things, they need to still be trained in how you want to run things in your business, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So how much time? So I say virtual assistants should save you time, make you money, or save you money, right? And at the beginning, would that happen? Like, did it feel like it was saving you time, or do you feel like you were spending time?
I felt like I was spending time. However, I feel like it was valuable time, because I had a lot of recordings of my, processes and courses that I had done. So I sent all of those to my VA, and she watched them all. So she got a really good understanding of how I work in my business. And then we got together and we talked about it. And we together set strategies. So she had good ideas as well. So it wasn't just me coming up with all of the ideas. We came together as a team. That's why I call us the dream team, because she's great. And you know, she's happy to give me input as well. She's not just there saying, you know, yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll do that. It's actually like a collaboration now where we'll come together and brainstorm ideas together. And it's amazing because being in business is very lonely. And when you think, oh yeah, I can just do this and I can do this and I can do this, you don't have a sounding board. But having my beautiful VA has just been amazing. Like we get on now every week and we have a good chat. We spend about 2 hours. So I've put that time aside to spend with her and really work on, you know, what our plan is, what our strategy is going to be, what she's going to do. And then we just chat about life in general and have a bit of a laugh. And it's amazing. And we can just talk about anything. The conversation flows really well.
Amazing. So Sharon, when you take a step back on what you said before, so your virtual assistant now found you clients. Tell us more.
Okay. So last night I did a meetup event. I was running my meetups on my own, right?
I know.
With nobody going,
I know. So part of the study, so everybody understand, part of the Sold Out Business Academy, we teach business owners how to have your own Facebook group, your own meetup group, and we teach you a strategy how to get people from joining the group, how to join the group, and then how to convert them into clients. And so Sharon did the meetup yesterday, and before you were doing it by yourself, so how many RSVP did you get?
So when I was doing it by myself, I would get about 10 RSVPs, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 people turn up. I think the most I had turn up was 5, which I thought was pretty damn good back then. Yeah. And then, you know, I'm doing all the, you know, comment in the chat. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't do all of this. This is too much work. Anyway, since having the VA for that 2 months, I've done 2 meetups. The first meetup, 42 RSVPs and 15 attendees, 1 client. Last night, 52 RSVPs, 18 attendees, 2 discovery calls. Wow. I got new group members and sending out 18 information PDFs to people.
Wow.
That's 18 people onto my mailing list.
Wow, amazing. And then you're putting your VA through a strategy on follow up on those 18 PDFs and making sure.
Correct. She's got a full strategy. So from the people that requested a follow-up call, she already emailed them, made a time with them, and it's now in my diary to just get online with them.
I love it. This is absolutely amazing. That is so good. And so literally you double your business since you hire a virtual assistant.
Correct. Yes.
Wow, that is amazing. So if someone is watching this and they're going like, oh my gosh, like what actual task does your virtual assistant do?
Okay, so the tasks my virtual assistant does. Okay, so Airtable, big strategy for me. She runs all of that. So
for people that don't understand what Airtable is, so inside of the Sold Out Business Academy, we help business owners map out, use Airtable. It's like Excel on steroids, right? We call it. So we put in there like all our reports, we put in there all our social media creation content, so that we have content creation. So we have like a scheduler to put all our content in there. We have our video editing in there, not video editing, but like video scheduling. So all our videos go in there as well. Planning, like anything that is like reports and Excel sheets, we put them inside of Airtable because it's a lot easier and user friendly to use. So your virtual assistant pretty much does all so that would mean social media management, right?
Yeah, all of the social media management. Yeah. So I use Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and now we've just testing out TikTok because, you know, why not?
You gotta be there, right? I love it.
Yeah. So I also have a YouTube channel, which I had been randomly posting on, but my VA now is taking all of my video content that I create, editing it and uploading it onto YouTube. I don't even have to go near YouTube now. She just does all of that for me.
I love it. It's fantastic. So the strategy is literally like, together with your virtual assistant, they take the marketing and they make it happen consistently. Would that be the case?
Yes, consistency is key. Okay. So anybody watching this, I tell you, somebody came up to me the other day and said, "Hey, Sharon, I want to be more like you." I'm like, "What?" You're everywhere, all over the social media. And I'm like, it's not me, it's my VA. I have to credit her because I just talk to her for an hour a week, and then she does everything for me. So your VA makes you look good.
I love it. That is a statement. That's it.
Your VA. And I said to her, "Jane, you're making me look amazing." And then we laugh because, you know, we're both amazing. So
I love it. So
seriously.
So Sharon, we got straight into it, and we haven't even told these beautiful people here watching with us, what is your business, right? What do you do?
Oh, okay. So that's probably important, right?
We got too excited.
I know. So I'm a transpersonal art therapist and a holistic counselor. And I work predominantly with business owners around their mindset and self-limiting beliefs. So a little bit different to a business coach, but it's sort of similar. So I do work a lot in mental wellness. So people who have, you know, stress or anxiety or burnout or depression, you know, mental health. A lot of that work comes into the stuff that I do, but I love working with business owners in that space because, you know, we can really be on this trail of self-destruction sometimes in the mindset space. So I'm really passionate. I have had burnout and I've had anxiety and depression in my business life in the past. So it's something that I do love working with and helping other people to overcome that as well. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. It's very needed. Absolutely. It's very needed, especially in the last 2 years that everything is turned around. A lot of people are in need of that, which is really beautiful work that you do.
Thank you.
So Sharon, I would love to know, like, people are watching this and they're like, "Oh, but Sharon is different. She's a unicorn and she's super organized and I'm not."
No. So I thought I was really organized. And when I started with you, Francesca, in the academy, I realized I was actually not super organized.
I love it.
Don't tell anybody, okay?
No, it's a secret. There's only 11,000 people in this group. It's all good.
Right. And I'm a little bit of a, I don't know if anybody does disc profiling. I'm an ideas person, and I go, yeah, like I can do that. And then I go, shit, now I've got to put this strategy into place. And where I kept falling down is that I had this great idea, but I didn't have the steps to lead up to the idea. And that's where I was falling over because I didn't have that organization. By getting my VA, I now have that part of my organization set, so I can then do the presenting part of it. So I have like now the balance of those two things together with the VA.
Right. So now you can be in your focus zone of genius, right? So you can do what you do best, and then the virtual assistant implements behind you. Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Oh
yes.
My God. A dream.
Yeah, a dream. So, you know, if you own a house, for example, and you have faulty plumbing, you don't try and do the plumbing yourself, do you? You hire a plumber. And if you're if you're well, maybe you do. I don't know.
No,
but
I don't. Yesterday, one of my sink was like the sink on my tap was moving, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And someone's like, I just have to tie it at the bottom. I'm like, yeah, call a plumber.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna attempt to do that myself, right? And
Yeah.
this is what the thing is, like, it's business owner, we're trying to do everything. And I was at a networking event the other day, and a lady was like, but I don't mind those things. I like them. So what would you say to someone that says that to you?
Oh, stop it. I'm going to use your words. Stop
Right?
it.
Because what this person is doing is that they're wasting all this time in something that they might even like, but nobody else can do the most. What are the most important things that you do every day, Sharon, that you could not delegate, right?
Well, working with clients, of course, is the only thing.
Working and selling at the moment, right? Selling, you can eventually pass it along as well.
Yeah.
But the delivery, it's you. Nobody can do it as well as you at this stage, right?
Correct. Yeah. But everything else, email management, website management, connecting with clients, Airtable, I don't know, the list goes on and on.
Canva.
I can't even tell you. Canva, oh my God, don't even talk about Canva. What? Amazing. My VA Jane, I have to say her name because I just love her to death. She even redesigned my whole website for me.
Wow.
Amazing. And I have an online platform where I run my programs, and I have a lot of free lead magnets. She redesigned that whole thing for me. So bringing everything on brand to my brand has just been next level.
And Sharon, tell me something. So obviously people are watching this, you guys know that we have an empowering virtual solution. We find virtual assistant for clients, we train them. So tell me about the training and that you got from the virtual assistant got from us and the support that they got from our team.
Yeah, so I've got Dee on my team. She's amazing. She's a unicorn.
She's a unicorn. Dee's been with me for now, I think, nearly 5 years, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Dee's awesome. So I catch up with Dee. I think we were meeting weekly for the first couple of weeks, and then we cut back to fortnightly, and now we meet monthly. So the support system from the team is unreal. If I want to ask her a question, I can just message her through the Slack system. So we've got like a whole system set up where we can communicate with each other. There's like full communication. Your VA just doesn't come in and drop into no man's land. It's like she's working in my office with me every day. Mm-hmm. We talk every day, quick messages here and there. She lets me know when she started work. She lets me know when she's going on a break. She lets me know when she's finished work. And Dee also helps her if she has any questions. So it's like a total team within the team. It's amazing.
So for everybody to understand, so when virtual assistant, we find and train the right virtual assistant for you, they come in that they are trained in our system. But one of the things that I've noticed with you and with a lot of other clients is that we train them, but then the support that we give them ongoing is what is the most valuable, right? So for example, you said she's on your website. She probably went to Dee, which is the supervisor assigned to yourself, Sharon, and your beautiful virtual assistant, Jane. And so we have experienced virtual assistants that have been working with me in my business between 2 to 7 years. They're going to be on your team. They're going to be working alongside with you and your virtual assistant to make sure the virtual assistant get to the level of my VAs, and then we can obviously continue to upskill them and help them and support them. But it's going to take years before they get to the point of my virtual assistant. I mean, yours is already outstanding. Imagine when she's going to, be in years with us, right, together, and keep upskilling her. So this is the difference between any other agency out there that they find a virtual assistant, match them, and goodbye. Yeah. We are supporting you all the way through. So obviously the training was amazing. Tell us more about the supervisors. What support to you as a business owner?
So the supervisor's support has been phenomenal. So getting online with Dee, she will ask me how my VA is going. Is there anything that I can, help her with? Is there anything I would like her to learn? And we just go backwards and forwards with feedback. If there's anything I don't like that she's doing, and any further training that may be needed. And I do have a few programs that I use within my business that I have worked with Jane on and done a little bit of training. And she's obviously gone off and done her own work around that, learning how to use the programs, which has been great, because I just have not had time to do that. And, you know, it's on that huge to-do list, which you never, ever get to. And
Yes.
it's now done.
Oh my goodness.
It's now done.
That is absolutely amazing. I love it. So if anybody is watching this and they're like, where did you find this virtual assistant? Like, do you think that someone could go out there and find by themselves a virtual assistant as good as Jane and have these, you know, amazing results that you had by themselves?
I know a few business owners that have had VAs in the past, and they've complained a lot. Because, you know, maybe there's been a language barrier, or they spread themselves across many businesses. So I have Jane for 40 hours a week, and she's mine. Nobody can share her, right? So get your hands off, people. So I think, you know, having a VA that, you know, outside of the academy, you know, they share. So the comments that I've had from other people is, oh, VAs don't work because they have too much work and they don't spend enough time on my business. So that they feel like they're being let down and they don't have like the right strategies in place for their business. But with your system that you run, Francesca, that you have specific hours set for your VAs. So, you know, your 10-hour, 20-hour or 40-hour, and you have that VA dedicated to you and your business. And I think that is the difference, is that there's a better management system in place, where with other programs that I've seen and other people that I've talked to, you're just sort of a number to them. You're just a dollar value to them. But with you, there's more of a strategy in place for you and your VA to achieve. And I think as you start to achieve, they achieve as well, because you're coming along that journey together. And you know, I started with my VA thinking, wow, I just don't know if this will work, because, you know, my brain was going, no, it's not going to work. But, you know, it's been amazing. And I just had to kind of just take a little step back for me and go, okay, I've just got to trust this process. And it's been fantastic.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Just fills my heart with happiness when I hear results like that, because this is exactly my story. I started hire virtual assistant before my brain thought that I could afford it. I physically could, but there was fear that what if I have a bad month? What if I can't pay them? What if this, right? And that fear is never going to go away at the end of the day. Like we all notice with COVID, things can just be taken away from us like that. So we just have to be resilient and be strong and be have faith and take risks. And when you do, it just pays off.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, being able to open up that space of time for me has been more valuable than the dollars. Like the time, you know, I can now sit at home and watch a movie with my partner, where before I would be clicking away on the computer like a crazy woman and having zero time, you know, weekends back to go and have lunch with my friends and visit my family before I was doing work on the business. So getting my time back's been so valuable.
Right. So when I say VAs usually come to your business to do either of these three things, either save you time, save you money, or make you money. Which one of these three your VA does, or more than one maybe?
Well, I think save me time, but also make me money.
Right. I love it.
So 2 for me.
2 for you out of 3. This is fantastic. And you will see there will be the third one. The more you work with your virtual assistant, the more you'll say, oh my gosh, they're saving me money. Also, they're saving money right now, because if you hire someone in Australia, it will cost you a lot more as well.
So 100%.
All three of them.
100%. I had a full-time employee on prior to COVID for a lot more than what I'm paying now, and probably 20% of the work being done.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you weigh that
that's
up,
because
it's a no-brainer.
because the virtual assistant understand that part. Sorry, I cut you off. Say that again.
No, you're right. If you weigh it up, you know, it's a no-brainer. That versus that, it's amazing.
Absolutely. I love it. So our time is up, but I'm enjoying this way too much. I know that you got to go as well. So I just want to ask you one more question. If someone is on the fence and they're wondering, like, should I wait? Should I hire a VA? Should I get VA by myself? Should I go through Francesca? What would you say to them?
So if you are on the fence of getting a VA, jump off and get it. Because you will definitely not regret the decision of getting a VA. I think, you know, whether you do it yourself or you go with Francesca, I think, you know, obviously it's a no-brainer for me to be with you because the support system is fantastic. Just do it. You know, be brave and just do it, because you never know what will happen if you don't do it. You never know.
I love it. Absolutely. I love having you here, Sharon. Congratulations. Your business is just exploding, and I know there is so much more to come. So congratulations so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for jumping on board. Thank you, Jane, for making Sharon's life so much easier. Congratulations for this beautiful match. Thank you to my team for getting another successful match for us. My team works so hard to make sure that we find the right personalities and put them together so that they can have this relationship, which is beautiful. So I am proud of what we created. And if you're watching this and you really think, oh my gosh, I maybe should do this, just book a VA Game Changer call. Just say VA Game Changer, because the VAs are a game changer. And this call is going to show you what task you could delegate, and we're going to help you through that support. There is so much more that we didn't have time to talk about. Our onboarding course, where we teach you all the basics on how to onboard your virtual assistant. All of that is part of what we teach. So jump along and help us. But Sharon, if someone wants to check you out and come to your meetup, come to your group, can you tell us briefly how?
Yeah, so you could join my private group, which is the business wellness community. I can pop the link in underneath.
Jane is here. Jane can pop the link.
Jane, put my link in. Right. And she goes, she's on. She's saying, you're welcome. I love it. I also have a website, which is sharonvaness.com.au. Here we go. Check out our Facebook group. Jane's awesome. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Dream team, right? So yeah, website, and I guess Jane will pop all the links in, right? For my
of course, go ahead and put all the links, Jane's. That's absolutely fine. There she is.
There she's going for it now.
You're watching this and you're watching Sharon now be able to be in an element that doesn't have to stress, doesn't have to think anything else. She can jump off here and go to the next meeting because Jane is taking care of that.
I'm just talking now and she's just doing everything for me, right?
That
go, Jane! But you know, can I just quickly say, FM, I know you've got to go, but I did my meetup last night with 18 people. The chat was going off. And I was like, what? And I did nothing. She was just doing it all. And I was just talking and it was going, and it was like, I feel just so organized now.
I love it.
Anyway, that was all I wanted to say right at the end.
Sharon, absolutely. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Well done for trusting you and thank you so much for trusting us. I love it.
I love it too. You're the best.
You're the best. Everybody, get yourself a virtual assistant and stop doing it all. We're not here meant to do it all. We're meant to be in our zone of genius and delegate the rest. My rule is anything that you have to do more than once, you should be delegating it. That's it. That's the rule. Let's go. Thank you, Sharon. Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, If you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.